All right. Okay, sorry about the delay, everybody. I'm somewhere else, and there's always growing pains when going somewhere new. Um, what's going on here? Always growing pains when going somewhere new. Make sure that I have sound. Oh, of course, now it wants me to sign in. Sorry, one sec. Okay. Make sure Ableton works. Growing pains when somewhere new. How is everybody? Sorry, there's gonna be an echo for a sec. Sure Ableton works. All right, make sure that works. Should work. It's not. How are you doing, folks? Sorry about the confusion. Yeah, I'm not sure why that's not coming through. Give me one sec. That might be why. It's not. How are you doing, folks? Sorry about the confusion. Yeah, I'm not sure why that's not coming through. It says it's coming through, but it's not actually. One sec. That might be why. It's not. How are you doing, folks? Sorry about the. There's gonna be an echo again. Sorry. Yeah, there we go. Okay, nice. It's working. Please let me know if something's not working. I'm gonna switch on my camera in a sec, but I'm just gonna get started on the relationship manager. On the tracks first. I'll explain in a sec why. All right, let's see. All right. So I am at my brother-in-law's place, and that is why I don't have my setup properly, and it wasn't working, so I had to troubleshoot it. It's always the case with streaming. It's always the case with streaming. Always something going on. Something going wrong, but we'll get it sorted as we always do. Was anybody at ADE? I didn't go this year. I had a wedding to go to, so I didn't actually end up going. But honestly, I had a really busy summer. Divalis. All right, let's get into this. Let's do video capture. I had to redo my entire OBS yesterday because it wasn't working properly. So I just have to add in something here, and I should be able to see my camera. There we go. There I am. Shrink me down. Wow, the lighting in here is amazing with that natural light. Beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna fix this after. We're gonna take a listen to the first track. So let's begin. Let me make sure. Nope, not there. I don't think we have too many tracks today. It'll be a shorter stream because I think everybody's just busy with ADE and travel things. So we will just get right into it with the first track is going to be from DO5 because I'm actually going to work from the bottom up because I put these in backwards. But D was the first one to send the track, so I'm going to start with his track. And I appreciate the patience with me. If there's anything that sounds wrong or like there's no sound or anything, please let me know. Oops. Good lighting looks. Ready? Boom. Sounding good already? I'm good, D, how are you? Third Eye got your track, Tom got your track. Groove on this is really good. That's really nice. Vocals nice. Unique. Imagine. Yeah, you can do it. Beautiful. Nice daytime vibe. Always good tracks from you, dude. Overall, the track's really nice. The kick super punchy, bass line super punchy and full. The detail on the bass line and all those little hits is really nice. Drums hit really nice. Yeah, mix looks good. I wouldn't change a single thing. This is a really nice track. The breakdown is really beautiful. The vocal, the piano, all really nice. Build's nice. Yeah, it does exactly what it's meant to. No feedback on that really. I mean, feedback, but no like comments of what I think you should change, what you should, move around. I think it sounds really, really nice. Well done. Up next, we have Inaki with Limitless. Nope. Not all of them. There you go. Hey Durian, how are you? I'll move this over here maybe. That's better. Yeah, no problem, man. That's always good tracks from you. Always impressed by your music, to be honest. That vocal's super cool. Maybe a tiny bit loud on the vocal. Haha, the crow, that's cool. Very groovy bass line. shot. So some of the sounds are like a tiny bit, you know, a little cheesy, but everybody likes a little bit of cheese once in a while. The kick doesn't really punch through the mix very well. It's not terrible. Actually, it punches through, maybe it just doesn't cut through. I think the high end of the kick, you know what, maybe it's actually fine. There is a little bit of mud in the mix, so I would, let's turn all this off, I don't need this. I would maybe cut a little bit of that mud out with some EQ. Like literally like that. Just the breakdown. Anuka, did you send your track in? Did you send it on Patreon? The crow is hilarious. The crow is hilarious. I love it. And this bass line here, I feel like the little bow. Now it's gone. I feel like it's a little bit too twangy, like dee-doo-doo. It doesn't have like, I don't know, it just feels a little bit mid-present resonant. Maybe I'm just splitting hairs here, but I would make that a little bit less mid-present, like very, very tiny bit. That vocal also seems a little bit too loud and too forward in the mix. Yeah, you're right, Santiago. The clap could be a little bit louder. I think overall the drums could be maybe all 1 dB louder. They don't have to be. They could be, though. They could be a little bit louder. But overall, that's a cool track. I like the crow. I think that was pretty funny and catchy. Up next, we have, or actually, I guess just to stay with that one, a little bit muddy as well. But the flow of the song was good. Catchy, rhythmic, groovy. Overall, I think a good track. I just feel like it needed a little bit of balancing in the vocals. Especially the atmospheric, long sustained vocal felt a little bit too loud, sorry. But everything else felt like it was pretty good. And the track itself just felt, yeah, a little bit muddy. You could use a little bit more clarity on some of those sounds. Up next, we have Trifonov, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, and Julia Shy with Into the Waves. Anybody go to ADE? Kick is good. Bassline's good. It's a little bit muddy. Especially here, it's hard to really hear what's going on. Still looks nice. Katana, yeah, you can still submit. Are you on Patreon or do you want to just submit through YouTube? Thank you, Hubert. Oh, nice drop. Thank you, Hubert, for the donation. Yes, Mary, can you resubmit your track? I don't see it. And did you donate, Murray? Okay, for this track, so I'm going to get back to the comments in a sec. This track, it's a bit beefy in the low end, like there's a bit too much going on. Like the kick and the bass don't really feel like they're working so well together because the bass feels a little bit more overwhelming than the kick. I think the sub is just a bit too loud for the track, so I would pull the sub and bass down. Yeah, the sub and kick, I think the kick just needs to be a little bit louder and the sub a little bit quieter. So I'd go like 2 dB down on the sub and then 2 or 3 dB up on the kick, or like 2 down sub, 2 up kick. I think that would be better. Shakers sound good, hat sounds pretty good. Breakdown's really nice. The kick also doesn't give a good relationship between the hi-hat because you don't really feel the kick so much, so you don't get that like groove. So if you increase the volume of the kick, you'll also feel a little bit more structure to the track. The rest sounds pretty good. Maybe the lower pad could be like the... That could be a tiny bit lower in volume, like 1 or 2 dB, just to clean up the low mids a little bit. But overall, it's a nice track. It gives like a bit of a Guy J feel, like deep into a set, pretty proggy. Overall, a nice track. Clap could also be louder. Like probably 2 to 3 dB louder. Cool. Up next we have Untitled, but I'm going to catch up on the chat now. So thank you, Hubert, for the donation. Thank you, Develis, for sending the new track. I'll grab that right now. Yes, Katana, I have your track here. Thank you. Okay, it's downloaded. Thank you, Katana, for the donation. And am I missing anybody else's track? Third, I got that. Okay, and do I have any upcoming gigs in the UK? Yes. No. Probably in March or April. I won't be back until next year. Okay, Hubert, you are good to send a link now. Yeah, I want to come to Argentina. Hopefully next year. You know what? I'm pretty confident next year I'll be in Argentina. Nice drum groove so far on this one. Bass line's hitting hard. Nice vibe so far on this. Groove is really solid. Kick and drum sound really well balanced. I really like that womp womp. Sounds really good. Nice melody. Nice build up. Very nice. Okay, this track's really nice. The kick is really punchy, cuts through the mix really well. It could maybe be a little bit bassier. I think maybe a tiny bit more low end in that kick would be good. Very, very slight. Drums all hit perfectly. The arrangement's really good as well. The track plays out really well. The only thing I think here, you could cut out more of the lows from the whole mix. It's more like this. It says Untitled, so I don't know who it is. I think it's Manu. Super catchy track, lots of nice detail. I don't really think I would change anything else, just the kick needs a bit more low end. And then yeah, that build up right there, you could probably cut a little bit of the lows out, and that would give it more tension before it drops, because there's a bass note that comes in right before. Right, and then it just doesn't feel like it's creating as much tension as it could, and then when it releases, it'll be bigger. Drums are great though, really, really nice. Yeah, really, really nice track. A lot of good stuff today already, everybody. Okay, we got Nick Reed, song 56. Is there anybody whose track they don't see? Did I miss anybody's track so far? I'll just close all these so we can just see all the track names. If your track has been missed, please let me know in the chat. Katana, yes, I do DJ. I played in the UK a few times last year. Hey Mason. Yeah, I play in the UK, I play in Europe, all over. Played... Sounds like one of my songs. Interesting. Yeah, so I think this producer might have grabbed some of the samples from one of my sample packs that I shared on Patreon. Yeah. Which is fine. It's just that when you do that, you want to make sure that you're changing a lot of the sounds so that it doesn't sound like I could easily right away identify my track there, but that's okay. For my Night Colors remix. Yeah, the one on Night Colors, yeah, so you can tell right away. Nuri, can you send your track? Nuri, did you sign up? Oh, this is Helen. Oh my god, okay, hi Nuri. Sorry, I'm out to lunch. Let me add you as a moderator. Okay, Nuri, you should be able to send your track now. Now I remember you telling me that this was your artist name. Yeah, now you should be able to send your track in. Yeah, trust me, Mason. It's a lot. I'm very, very busy. I'm always in a new room. You're absolutely right. Yeah, this one does have a little bit too much of my sounds from my Night Colors remix, because even somebody else was able to pick up that it sounded like it. So just make sure that you're changing the percussion or bass line, because it sounds very similar. Sorry about that, Mary. And can you just make the link downloadable so I can add it to the stream? Oh, thanks, Katana. So the track's pretty muddy. There's not like a nice strong kick coming through. You need to turn the kick up a little bit. I'm gonna turn the song up a little bit itself. Actually, you know what? The kick's probably fine. Oh, thanks, Third Eye. Appreciate that. Actually, you know what? The kick is fine. The drums are at a good level, but the kick, the bass is just a little bit muddy, and it doesn't really have a lot of like strong direction, so it feels like it's just kind of it doesn't have like a strong presence. It's hard to kind of know when the note's actually happening, which makes it feel a little bit messy. The vocal was a bit loud there. I'm a kick addict. Because that's one of the most important, I mean, it is probably the most important thing of a track, and if the kick doesn't sound good, then it can really hurt the track. Yes, that's also from the remix as well. But you did a good job using those sounds. I like how you brought that in there. A little bit muddy here. Yep, I got it, Mary. Okay, so honestly, I can't not hear my bass line there. It's literally the exact bass line from my track, so it's really hard for me to be objective about it because I just think that it sounds just like my track. And even the melody, like the structure of the track and the melody here is like my track. Right, my final drop has that bass line with a big soaring arp like this. So it's kind of funny. But either way, the arp and the synths here are a bit muddy. It's kind of hard to hear the arp because the synths, like the strings, oh, excuse me, the strings are a little bit too loud and too forward, so they're taking up too much space in the mix. Right, all I hear is nah, and the arp is behind it, so I think it should be the opposite way. The arp should be the one that's in the front, and the strings should be the one that's a little bit further back. The levels all sound pretty good. The same thing happens here when those leads come in, when the strings come in, the lead gets buried behind. I think the lead itself needs to be louder and a little bit cleaner, maybe a little bit less reverb and some side chaining or some EQing so that the other sounds like the strings and pads, they allow the lead to cut through, because the lead is not cutting through right now. It's getting buried by those things, so there's too many overlapping frequencies. So you have to try and carve out frequencies or use sidechain compression, so when the lead plays, the pads and strings are not sucking down the lead. The lead should be storing on top of those. And yeah, maybe swap out the bass line or change the bass line a little bit so it doesn't sound exactly like my remix. That would probably also benefit you as well. Nothing wrong with using samples to learn, like my project files to learn, but it's not a good idea to rip so much of them and put them in a new track, because then it's not really your own track anymore. It's almost like a remix of my remix. Up next, we have Present and Future by 3.14 AR, so Pi AR. DJ LSD, have you ever tried the Steven Slate VSX headphones to help you mix and master tracks using the virtual studio room? No, but I do have Sound ID reference. And it comes with some of those. It's a cool tool for sure. It's definitely worth using to reference, but no, I don't really use it.
Unnecessary.
That's pretty cool. Really nice chuggy groove on this, with the drum, kick, and bass line. Nice build. Very cool. Oh my god, my eyes. Oh, the dog allergies. Shoot, shouldn't be scratching. Love the percussion on that. Very loud track, but it's good.
This feeling comes and goes.
Super cool track. I don't love the clap. It sounds a little bit too mid-present. It's almost like a block.
All connected.
Super cool. A lot of detail. A really, really nice track. There's a lot of detail going into it, a lot of different things that you're doing to keep it super interesting. My only issue is the clap. I don't love the clap. To me, it sounds like it has a little bit too much of the low frequency, and it sounds like it's kind of competing with your kick a little bit. Very, very subtle. I would just reduce like a little bit of that clap around like here. Or choose a different sample. Sorry, I'm going to keep rubbing my eye because I realized that I touched the dog and then I'm allergic. And now I will keep itching my eye because it's going to keep getting itchy. Really cool track though. Groovy, powerful, well mixed. You could even probably push that hi-hat up a little bit more if you wanted. Overall though, I wouldn't change much on it. That's a really banging track. I might even play that out if that's okay. Yeah, really well done. Up next we have Christus M for Remember Me. This inspired you, Kasana? That's amazing. Love that. Let's move up a little bit. We don't need the intro so much. All right, 10 tracks left. It'll be a bit of a shorter stream today, under 2 hours for sure. Yeah, I hope I don't get anaphylaxis on the stream either. And a reminder, everybody, the first Patreon hangout is in 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. If you're not already a patron, you can sign up, patreon.com/DowDMusic. If you are a patron, we're gonna do like a group hangout session, essentially. All the people in the Patreon are invited, and we're just gonna hang out, talk about music, you can ask questions, share your music, it's gonna be fun. Okay, so the track's a little bit repetitive here. There's not too much changing. Kick isn't really cutting through the mix. The kick is a little bit blocky, like it could have a bit more high end. It's pretty bassy, so that part's good. Oh, thanks, Christian. Be awesome to have you. You're welcome, Santiago. The mix also feels a little bit over compressed. Maybe that's why the kick is a little bit squished. It's only 9 lefts. The hat hits nicely. Clap hits nicely. But yeah, the kick just needs a little bit more top end, I think, to cut through the mix. Patreon hangout sounds like fun. Is this virtual? Yeah, it's gonna be like a virtual hangout, Zoom call, and we're just gonna all join the Zoom call and hang out. You're more than welcome to join. I don't love this part very much. It just feels really floppy, like it's really messy. Right, there's no edge to it, there's no grit, there's no like clarity in the sounds. It just sounds like a bit messy, that there's like a lot of mid presence, but there's nothing really shining through. It sounds better when the drum's coming back in because you have that like top end now, so it gives you that groove again, and it sounds a bit more clear. But without it, it just feels a bit floppy. So I think you need to add a bit more clarity to one or two of these sounds so that they feel like they're really controlling the energy of the track or controlling the sound that we're hearing, because right now it doesn't feel all that clean. And the bass can maybe be brought down a tiny bit. And maybe scoop out the mud a little bit. Like this. Even that 1.5, I think, makes a difference. Yeah, the kick itself doesn't feel too bad here. It's just when it's mixed in with the rest of the track, it doesn't feel like it punches through so much. I would try to work on that as well. Maybe the sidechain is an issue. But some nice ideas there. The build-up was nice, and the vocal was nice in the build-up. So you do have some really good ideas there. It just needs a bit of clarity to really shine through. Okay, up next we have Meki with Dreams. Yeah, Pro Q filter preset, remove muddiness, yeah. Kick sounds all right. The hi-hats are a bit like white noisy, which sometimes makes them a bit not super clear in a full mix. Clap is also a tiny bit muddy. It could be a little bit louder. Low end feels a little bit weak. Yeah, the low end does feel a bit weak. The kick kind of snaps through a little bit. Yeah, so the kick's just kind of like, the arrangement's a little bit weird there too. Okay, so the kick itself, it's just too snappy. You can see there's a big jump there. Like it snaps, then there's a big whoa. So it doesn't feel connected. You could try to fix that with compression, but I would probably just try to choose a different kick, because that like click, then it waits like 7 to 10 milliseconds before it starts to go up, and then it takes like 10 to 15 milliseconds to start rising in volume. By the time you get here, you're looking at about 35, 40, maybe from here to here, about 35 to 40 milliseconds. That's enough for the kick to feel a bit disconnected. You hear the click, and then it kind of whoom. It's very subtle, but it does make the kick sound a little bit disconnected and not super like punchy and full. It's just really clicky. It's like I said, it's not super obvious, but it will make a difference. The drums sound okay. The clap could be a tiny bit cleaner and a little bit louder. Maybe scoop some of the low mids out of the clap. The hats are white noisy, which makes them not super punchy. I would try to choose a punchier hi-hat, maybe layer it up with something with a bit more like something a bit sharper. I like how it's filtered drums, filtered bass, but then the vocal is really clean. That's a cool idea. By the way, you can get some free project files, free presets, free samples, checklists, a bunch of other stuff on my Patreon. I just put a link in the chat, but it's patreon.com/stoutenmusic. And you can go to the Free for Everyone collection. You can download a bunch of free stuff. Nice. Build-up was nice, energy's nice, arrangement's nice, breakdown was nice, vocal was nice. Hey Carrie, how are you, buddy? Thanks for joining. I think the bass, just overall, the low end needs to be louder, maybe more compressed. Like if I threw a dynamics on this. Right, some compression really fills it up. So yeah, sharper hi-hat, clean up the clap a little bit, and then try to fix that kick or choose a different kick, and then glue the low end a bit more together. Maybe turn up the bass or compress the bass so that feels a bit fuller. But overall, it's a nice track. It's a cool vibe. I like the vocal. I like the breakdown. I like the arrangement. I think I just got everything there. Up next, we have Arito Montana with Echoes Within. Yep, you can use some saturation on the bass. Good call. Loving the energy on this one. The bass sounds nice and full. The kick maybe is a little bit quiet. The kick might be too, Okay, so I think the kick is a good volume. It's just the bass is a bit quiet, and the kick might be just a little bit too long. Well, it's about an eighth note. I think the bass just ends at the same time as the kick. So just be careful, be mindful of your sidechain compression. My pleasure, Mikey. Yep, sounds good, Sean. And by the way, guys, if you ever, if you have any producer friends, feel free to invite them to the stream. Feel free to invite them to the Patreon. Feel free to invite them to the Discord. I'd love to have more people in the feedback streams. I think it benefits everybody, so feel free to let people know that are also producers that you're friends with that they can submit tracks for feedback. Nice idea here, but I think the pad is too quiet. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Jam-packed Patreon for Progressive. Yep. Like the lead coming in. Nice. Okay, overall the track's really nice. I think the leads and the synths overall are too quiet. Drums are super punchy. Kick and bass punchy. The snare percussion is cool. It's just, yeah, the leads and are just buried behind the mix. The like cool, like wow sounds are, you can hear those, but those leads need to come up. But overall the track's nice, good energy, good arrangement, and I like the leads in it quite a bit. Up next we have Test. Looks like it's very heavily compressed though already. Definitely want to turn my limiter off. Oh my.
I'm searching for a reason. The reason for the mind's existence. And I'll keep searching. In a deep space, I'm searching for a reason. The reason for the mind's existence. And I'll keep searching.
Oh, thanks, Mason. Yeah, I would appreciate that. If you have anything in mind, please let me know. The tambourine is really ear-piercing.
Deep space, I'm searching for a reason. The reason for the mind's existence. And I'll keep searching. In deep space, I'm searching for
Yeah,
a
that'd
reason.
be awesome. Thank you.
The reason for the mind's existence.
The vocals really cool here.
And I'll keep searching. In deep space, I'm searching for a reason. And I'll end existence. And I'll keep searching. In deep space, I'm searching for a reason.
That clap is also a little bit sharp on the ears.
Reason, searching for a reason. And I'll keep searching.
Okay, so there's quite a bit of sides on the mid, on the lows. I would cut a little bit of that out just so that you know that you're not going to run into phase problems. But overall, the track, very cool. The tambourine sound is very sharp. The clap is also a bit sharp, especially in the breakdown. But the track is very cool. I think the kick could also be louder. It doesn't feel like it's really cutting through so much. I think you could turn that up. It's not super subby either. It could be maybe a little bit subbier, but it looks like a really nice transient here, a really nice waveform. So maybe just leave that as is, but maybe just turn up in volume a little bit. Super cool. Vocals cool. The only thing is maybe there's just a little bit too much going on at one time. So it does feel a little bit like, it does feel at times a little bit overwhelming. Like there's just too much going on. But that's just like really splitting hairs. It's just like, well, not really splitting hairs, but it's just a little detail. More of a preference thing than anything, but really nice, really cool, unique. I like unique. Just a couple mixing things. Low end wasn't too bad, but the kick definitely needs to come up a little bit, and then just pull down some of the sharpness on the tambourine and the clap, and then maybe make it a little bit longer, as it felt like it was ending a bit short after that breakdown. You could also try filtering in the drums in the breakdown, so at the part where they come back in, right here, I would suggest either turning them up slowly in volume or filtering them in so that they slowly come in, and that way it doesn't feel so abrupt when they come in. We have 6 tracks left. Let's do Mancunian. I think I'm saying that right. Which track is yours, Katana? Yeah, I forgot I have here it is. That's all right. Doesn't matter. We do all different genres here. Okay, so I like this part here that brought in the new elements, but it feels a bit spacey. Like the new element that you brought in, that like pluck, is just too far back in the mix. It's not really full enough. It's not adding enough power. Yeah, me ears. Yeah, it's nice. So I'll look into it. The kick is also pretty flat. Like, not flat, but pretty swift. I would probably try to make that a little bit more like this. Slightly. Otherwise it feels a bit more like bum, bum, bum. It doesn't feel like boom, boom. It doesn't cut down in volume. Overall the mix is a bit bright. I think it's lacking a bit of like the grittier low mids around here. The leads here are nice, but again, just way too quiet. Like I can barely hear that pluck. Definitely turn it up in volume. Yeah, see here it's not bad. I can hear it here a bit better, but I think in the whole breakdown it needs to be brought up like 2 or 3 dB. Kick feels a bit loud for the track. I like the rides there. Thanks, Polly. Yeah, the kick to me feels a bit flat here. See how squished it is? It might just be an overcompression on the master, but the kick is very compressed here. So you could try to reduce the compression on that a little bit, and that will help with the waveform not feeling so flat there, and it would help with the dynamics a little bit. Overall, the track feels pretty good, but I think that lead needs to come up at least 2 or 3 dB. And then over here, the backing sounds need to be a little bit louder too. Do. That one, because it just feels like it gets lost in the mix. But overall, it's a nice vibe. Nice like deep house meets progressive. Bass could also be a tiny bit louder, I think. Or maybe when it's mastered, it'll compress the bass and kick together. It'll feel a bit fuller, but the bass feels like it needs to be a bit warmer, more full in the mix. Hats feel good. Clap could be up another dB or 2 for sure, even a little bit more. Up next, we have See the Light.
Forever, I thought you were forever in the way you said my name. You painted me a picture, but for you it was a game. I gave love in all my colors, while yours were black and white. I was blinded by the feeling, but now I've come to see the light.
That's cool. It's really bass heavy, really badass.
I was your shelter in the storm, but you were just the rain. You took the best of me, baby, but now I'm done with all your pain. I don't miss the lies or the way you made me feel so small. You can keep your fucking bullshit. I don't need you
I swear.
after all.
Very loud track. Jeez, 5.5 loves. Nice beat sound. I don't love the. No, I don't love this part. I don't like the hi-hat, and notice how the kick, when it plays here,
I thought
oh, shoot. And then when you play it with the bass, the hi-hat gets way quieter. That's because the mix is so overwhelmed, but that it's actually squishing down more, and that's why the hi-hat feels quieter there. The bass is so loud here. Look how distorted it's getting. It's completely cutting through here. It's really overcompressed. Limiter's too much. Didn't love this part either, but this part too as well. Always reminds me of something you'd hear on Beat Saber. This part here, I felt like the bass was too quiet. Maybe because it's higher, but this part's badass. Yeah, definitely something I'd hear on Beat Saber. I'm not sure what else to really say about this one. It's very I mean, it's so loud, but I know that's the style. But I feel like, yeah, it just sometimes it would probably benefit if you didn't change styles so much. And this part here, I felt like was the lowest point of the whole track for me, where everything else felt a lot more professionally thought out. Yeah, not much more I can really say about that. It's quite a unique genre and style, but it was enjoyable nonetheless for the most part. Is the utility on your Ascend to put certain tracks on mono? Nope. It's just for a reverb for drums. Up next, we have Project One. Thank you for submitting that track, by the way, even though it's different. Appreciate it. Yeah, main thing was overcompression. It was just a little bit overcompressed. And just, yeah, that one part felt a little bit disconnected from the rest of the track. This one you can see that it's not compressed properly either, because it goes from really pretty quiet to really loud. No problem. Liking the vibe so far? By the way, everybody, I'm doing another masterclass November 15th and 16th. I wanted to mention it here as well. You sign up for Patreon, and to my Patreons, my patrons, I'll be offering the masterclass to you for a discount price as being part of my patron community. So if you do see the masterclass go up, make sure you use your Patreon coupon code, which I will be posting on Patreon very soon, maybe tomorrow or the next day. So if you want to, I love that vocal there. So if you want to sign up for Patreon, you'll get access to my next masterclass for a discount price. Track lists, presets, samples, and there's free stuff too. Free track lists, free samples, free presets, free project files, live streams. There's a bunch of stuff on Patreon that you can literally sign up for free right now.
There's got to be something more than the feeling you're giving
Katana, I do have to go.
'Cause I'm feeling locked up in the energy you're giving me. I've never seen the stars like how they're looking tonight.
Yeah, Katana, I do have to run. If you sign up for Patreon, you can submit again next month. Or if you want, you can sign up for Patreon, send it to me, and I will give you personal feedback.
That you're here and you know
Oh, thanks, Marie. Appreciate it.
I think we should meet in the middle. I'll
Oh, awesome,
follow you
Paula.
'cause you're the light of the day. I
Looking
need
forward to
you
it as
like
well.
you need me, it's so simple.
Oh, amazing. A lot of people are excited for the masterclass. That makes me really excited. Yeah, I'll be sending out another email tomorrow to those on the waiting list. You'll get an email tomorrow with the link to sign up. If you're not on the waiting list, you can go to my Patreon, sign up for free, and then you'll get access to the notification when I put the discount code on for my paid patrons. Vocals are really nice here. The bass is really nice here. Like the rain in the background is a nice touch.
There's got to be something more than the feeling you're giving me.
Nice harmony there.
'Cause I'm feeling locked up in the energy you're giving me. I've never seen the stars like how they're looking tonight. You must be shining your way over to me. There's something
Like the
kind of
bass line and
physical
chords
that's
there.
burning the room. There's a reason that you're here and you know.
It's also a little bit over compressed.
There's a reason that you're here and you know. There's a reason that you're here and you know.
Okay, so for this, the sawtooth is a bit too rigid. I think it's too crispy and crunchy, and it doesn't really work with the style. It's like such a harsh sound for such a soft track. I would soften that super saw up quite a bit. But the melodies are really nice. The lead, the bass, the chords all sound really melodic and nice. Vocals were really nice. Kick could be louder, maybe 2 or 3 dB. Or maybe just 1 or 2 dB. It's more of a chill track. Yeah, cool track. Yeah, I really enjoyed that actually. Shakers are at a good volume. The shakers do get lost here a little bit, and that's probably because you have a lot of high frequencies, and those high frequencies are fighting with the shakers to cut through the mix. So you could try to carve out some of the high frequencies in those sounds for the shakers to cut through, or you could do sidechain compression. But yeah, you can tell here that the shakers are fighting to get through the mix. Versus here, where they're much easier to hear them. Cool, I like that one. That was nice. We have Indigo Master. 3 more tracks. Let's plug my computer in, my phone in before it dies. Nice energy. happening. It's just, again, over-compressed. It's way too much happening. Breakdown's nicer. I actually quite like the breakdown. Build up strong. The low end sounds pretty good, but the kick just needs to cut through the mix a bit better. But there's no top end of the kick. Okay, there's just too much going on in the track. It's over compressed a lot. The LUFs are pretty high there. Yeah, 7.5 is too loud. You should be aiming for 8 at the absolute most. But yeah, the track's just over compressed. There's too much going on. There's no clarity. So try increasing the top end of the kick a little bit so that it cuts through the mix a bit better. Turning up the kick to 1 or 2 dB, and then the sounds that are in the mids, I can't hear them. I can't really focus on them. There's just not really enough volume, but there's also too many things going on. So if you increase the volume, then you're probably going to run into problems. Well, maybe not. So try bringing up one of those sounds that is the most important sound. Bring that up in volume quite a bit so that we have something to focus on, and then the rest can be background sounds. And if they're just there and taking up space, but not adding any value to the track, then get rid of them. Your hats are also a bit quiet. I would turn those up. And your clap is really quiet. So I think what the best thing for you to do is to turn your bass down by about 3 dB and your kick down by 1 dB. And then try to balance everything a bit better. Your drums after that, turn up by 1. Your clap, an additional 1 to 2 dB after that, turn it up. I hope that helps, because you have some nice ideas there, but it's just really convoluted mix and really convoluted track that it's hard to really focus on what the quality of the track has. Up next, we have Chainbreaker, and then we have one more track after that. Kick is a bit flat sounding, like, yeah, it has a really weird transient there, like there's definitely some phase problems there. You're definitely going to want to change your kick. No worries, buddy. Yeah, that is a good dual mask perception. This is heavy. A little bit too much going on in the high end. Like those shakery. It's just a little bit too much. I like that background sound. Woof, woof, woof. Yeah, nice creepy, eerie sounds I like. nice sounds in there, but the track is just very muddy. There's a lot going on. And nothing's really clean. Yeah, it's just overly cooked. I think use shakers instead of the ones that you have is the first thing. And then just put some more high end on your kick so that it cuts through the mix a bit better. Well, change your kick out completely. That's a bad kick. Yeah, there's just no clarity in any of the sounds. It's hard to really pinpoint exactly what it is because it kind of works for the style. It's very gritty, very aggressive, very trippy, but it just needs a bit more clarity. It just sounds very messy right now. So the open hi-hat you have is pretty badass. But that's all I can hear. That's the only good sound that I can hear, except for some of the background sounds that you have. The bass is all right. But then that like sound is just kind of muddy. So I think that needs to be a little bit less muddy, more clear, so that it cuts through the mix by reducing the lower frequencies of that sound and increasing the higher ones. Clap could turn up in volume. Yeah, just take one or two of those sounds and really try to bring them up in the mix. In the mids, but have them clean so that you can focus on them, and that can direct the track a little bit better. It was the same as the other track that I said that about. It's just too muddy in the mids. There's nothing that I'm really listening to. It's just like it's like a smoothie. It's like basically your song right now is a smoothie, and I want to taste individual fruit. And so it's like if it's a smoothie, you can't pick out what the individual fruit are. You can only taste the whole smoothie. And if you want to just taste an individual fruit, you have to make more of that in the smoothie, or make it not a smoothie and just have a fruit bowl. And that would really help the track. So cutting out those mids and focusing on one major sound in the mids, pulling that up in volume so that you can have something to anchor to would be very valuable. Last but not least, we have Nuri, AAB8. Nuri is one of my coaching, like my mentored students. She's been with me for a little while and she's been making great strides actually. Pretty proud of her. And it's really nice to see when I'm teaching that people are improving, and she definitely puts in the work for it. So awesome to have her in the stream for the first time. Really liking the bottom of this one. The melody is really nice. You're welcome, Anuka. Thanks, Davalis. How you doing, Steven? be a little bit more full, maybe a little bit louder. Like just like 1 dB maybe. Nice deep track. I think this would actually sound better slower if you slow down the BPM by 1 or 2. Like this. A little bit convoluted here. There's like a lot of flux going on and it's hard to pick up on one, right? There's like 3 layers of flux happening and it's just hard to focus. It's like very distracting. I think just put your main focus in that. Just focus on that one. Don't have all these atmospheric flux that are higher. And then just have that come in once in a while. There's just too much going on here for sure. There's way too many flux happening, especially because they're all flux. They're all like stabbing, so it becomes very messy. Nice, the build up and breakdown was cool. And see, like here again, I don't think you need those background flux. Just let the track breathe and keep that lead going. And then bring in these flux that are hanging out in the background, bring them in over here. You're just overcooking it. You're putting too many ingredients into the soup. You don't need to. And then here, bring in that vocal. And then, yeah, you know what I mean? It's about removing the elements. It's not about sidechaining them, it's about removing them. There's just too many. It's like you're trying to listen to it's like you're trying to watch TV, and there's people talking in both ears, and you can't focus on the TV. Even here, you have like on the left the really bright flux, the right you have the really mid flux, and then you have the lead, and then you have a vocal. There's 4 different things that are playing rhythms, and it's just way too much. And I think slowing it down would also sound really nice. Clap could also be a couple dB louder. Bass sounds good, I think, and the hats sound good. I couldn't remember what I was gonna say. Okay, and that's it. I am done. We are done. So I don't know how to. Well, I'll just click this right. There we go. Hello. I want to thank everybody for joining the stream and participating. Donations. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I wonder if I can do this. Let's see what happens if I do this. Okay, that kind of worked. Whatever. Yeah. So again, sign up for Patreon. You can get a discount on my upcoming masterclass. And if you want to just grab some free stuff, checklist, playlist, checklist, samples, presets, product files, some other stuff, you can do that on patreon.com/dowdmusic. And if you want to support the channel, that is a great way to support me as well. You can sign up, and as well as getting all those freebies, and as well as getting like tons of other free download, tons of other downloads when signing up. It also supports the channel. It also helps me to keep on doing these streams and keep doing YouTube videos. I have 2 more YouTube videos coming out next month. I'm getting back into the rhythm of doing some YouTube stuff. One of them is a how to make music like video, which I know are very popular. So again, thanks everybody so much for watching and participating in the community. And the first Patreon hangout is in 2 weeks. I hope to see some of you there, and I will see everybody else in the next stream.